Hello everyone, welcome to Anthropology 11, the Physical or Biological Anthropology lecture and lab course at Long Beach City College. My name is Professor Reynolds. I'll be teaching this fully online course, and I'm just making this video to give you some guidelines as to how to navigate the Canvas course shell, as well as go over some key material in the syllabus. So what you're looking at here is the course homepage with my email address, syllabus, and a link to the textbook. So just to get started here, this is the page you'll see when you open the course. We also have the announcements tab, which will have weekly updates for the assignments for each week. And then almost all of the materials for the course will be in the modules section. So you should have started here. The first thing you'll be doing is watching this video and reviewing the syllabus located in this tab here. Then you'll also have your weekly readings and assignments all in one module. So for week 1, we have our readings and other content. We have our discussion board, the syllabus quiz, and the activity assignment. So you'll see that each module is set up in a weekly format and will contain all of your readings, assignments, quizzes, and activities for that week. So make sure you're completing everything posted for each week's assignments and that you're keeping up with the weekly readings. All right, so let's give you some more information about the course by going over the syllabus for this class. So this is a fully online course, which means you'll be taking this class on Canvas. We don't have any course meetings, so you'll be doing this kind of at your own pace with weekly deadlines for all of your assignments throughout the semester. So this is a full semester class, so we start today, August 26th, and we go through December 15th. Again, you'll see my email here. I'll talk more about the Zoom office hours in a minute. And then we have our course description and learning outcomes listed here if you're interested. This is a 5-unit class, so there's a decent amount of work as it's a combined lecture and lab course, so just keep that in mind. In terms of course materials, you don't need to purchase anything for this course. Everything will be provided for you on the weekly modules. And we have an open source textbook, which just means you can access it for free online. Make sure you're accessing the first edition of the textbook, Explorations, since that's the edition we'll be using. And all of the links will send you to the first edition as well. So again, the assignments and readings are put into weekly modules, and that's where you'll find everything for that week. Most weeks you'll have a discussion board post, a quiz, and a lab activity. And all of the assignments for this class are due before 11:59 on Sunday night. So just make sure to keep that deadline in mind. I post all of the assignments on Mondays, and then they're due on Sunday. So you have a full 7 days to complete the week's assignments and readings. So the quizzes and exams are on Canvas and require you to use a desktop or a laptop in order to complete them. The questions don't display properly on a mobile device, so just keep that in mind. And for quizzes and exams, you only have one attempt to complete the assignment. So make sure you're taking this in a space where you can concentrate and complete the entire quiz or exam in one sitting. The quizzes are on the weekly readings, and then the exams will be covering the course content from weeks 1 through 7, and then the second exam will cover weeks 9 through 15. You can use your notes for the quizzes or the exams. Just keep in mind they are timed, so you want to pay attention to how much time you're spending looking at your notes and taking the exams. We'll also have lab quizzes in this course, which usually requires you to apply concepts from the lab activities and to kind of test your knowledge on the lab component of this course. All of the lab quizzes require you to download a file and fill out that document and then resubmit it as a Word or PDF file by the deadline. For our weekly lab activities, most of the activities will require you to either play a game, watch a video, or fill out a worksheet based on a certain concept from that week. The discussion board post will usually have a prompt for you to answer, and then you're required to respond to another student for full credit. That's the overview for our assignments for this course. And we also have this nice little weekly layout that goes over what you should be reading each week, the topic for each week, and then important deadlines like your lab quizzes and exams. All right. So in terms of contacting me, make sure you use your Long Beach email account or your Canvas inboxing tool to reach me. And make sure you're including that you're in Anthropology 11 and your first and last name. I'll also have Zoom office hours by appointment only. These are optional and are only set up if you have questions that can't be answered via email. So make sure you're scheduling this with me directly. And keep in mind, I have limited availability since I do have office hours and classes for my other sections. So just keep that in mind. In terms of the class policies, I don't take attendance for this fully online class, but I do drop students who haven't submitted the weekly assignments. So especially for weeks 1 and 2, if I see you didn't submit any assignments, I'll drop you as a no-show on the census deadline. So just keep that in mind. You need to submit all of your assignments, especially at the beginning of the term, to stay enrolled in the course. I don't give makeups for assignments or exams unless you have like an illness in the family or an emergency comes up. Then of course contact me and we'll work out a deadline. Keep in mind that you need to be respectful of other students and myself in this course, and that you can review the student conduct guidelines and plagiarism guidelines listed here. If you have any questions or if you need help setting up accommodations or anything for this class, please reach out to me and ask me the questions so that you can succeed in the class. All right, that's pretty much it for this overview video. We're going to have a great semester, and I look forward to having you all in my course.